Dear Jazz, hello. Third video this time. Thank you for finally uploading your one. I watched it. So as you can see, I'm standing up. This is my room. I'm going to do something a little bit different. Felix has literally just walked into the garden. So I thought, guess what? I'm going to show you a cat, and then I'm going to try and piece the whole thing together and then do the normal video as well. So that's the aim. Okay, so let's take you on a journey to see the cat. Okay, so here we go. Oh, and he's already here. Can you hear him meowing? Here he is. He's come to say hello. Oh. Okay, so we're gonna walk over to our normal step, and he's probably gonna try and trip me up. See? There he is. Okay, so here he is. I've just fed him. I know I shouldn't, because there are probably cat owners out there who are like, oh, people always feed my cat, and then they never come back to him. So yeah, what's that? Hi, it's a cat. Yeah. We are having amazing weather at the moment. Literally, it's so sunny. It's really, really nice, and the weather here, is so much better than what it was the other day. It was like really raining. It was just awful. But now we've got blue skies around us. We have a black and white sun-shining cat. So yeah, this is what we do. I give him, it is cat food. It's like a cat stick treat, and I know we shouldn't, and you are a cat owner, and you probably disagree with it. But it's just a little something. Isn't he cute? He's so sweet. We've become quite attached to each other, which probably isn't a good thing. So, as you can see, I'm not wearing the same clothes. It is in fact the next day. I spent an hour out there with them yesterday, got in, dinner was ready, and the football was on. So I kind of thought I can leave the recording till the morning, and you'd be none the wiser other than the fact that I'm wearing different clothes. So I tried that this morning, and technology just hates me. Because I record through Movie Maker, I don't use a camera or anything. I started recording. I think my segment was 29 minutes and 31 seconds long. Right? Recorded, played it back to make sure I didn't sound like a doofus. There was no sound. I was so pissed off because, sorry, excuse my language, but that's happened to me before. Like in the first video, I was struggling with the sound settings, and as it happens, this isn't going to be as loud as the first, like, what, 10, maybe 15 seconds, because the outside bit with the cat was taking my phone. This bit is now on my laptop. I tried my phone, it can't hold that much in terms of recording, so the storage space gets full really, really quickly, and then it kind of has a massive gap. So I thought I'd stick to what I know. I'd give Movie Maker another go, but this does happen to be, I think, the third time I'm trying to do this video. So if this doesn't work, I may just give you a call and tell you everything that way. Right, okay, here goes. Let me see if I can remember everything. I do now at least have my phone to check everything against the list, which I had made and I used first time round. Second time I couldn't because I was using my phone, so I had to kind of try and remember what I'd already said, and now it's been such a long I've forgotten it all. I watched your video. The weather you had was awful. We thankfully, touch wood, we didn't have any thunderstorms or anything. We did have some rain. It was kind of heavy. There wasn't torrential flooding, things like that. And today the sun has actually gone in now. But yesterday, when you saw the Felix video, the sun was amazing. It's like 25 degrees, I think, and today is 19, which isn't bad for England, technically, so I'll take it. It's been the best weather we've had since coming back from Lanzarote. It's the main thing. Right, So I've talked about the weather, talked about the cat. I'm taking my own advice in writing a list. You probably can't even see that. It's quite a long list, so it will be a long segment again. I'll try not to waffle. I don't know if I do, or if I just take a really long time to explain things, which case I'm quite conscious of, so I'll try and cut it down if I can. If I can't, I'm sorry, you can just tune out. So the last video I uploaded was actually more than a week ago, so I apologise because I think I was meant to do one last week and I didn't, because it is now 2 weekends ago since my nan's, well, 2 weekends ago was my nan's birthday, and that's the last thing I told you, which I don't quite know, that may or may not work out. So it was a good weekend. It went a lot better than I thought it was going to go. I was really apprehensive when like family get-togethers happen. My aunt came down Friday, stayed with us in my room Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, went back Monday. She was okay. She could have been a lot worse. There were things that like I had to bite my tongue at her saying because they were just ridiculous. I don't really want to get into it too much on here, just because you never know who's listening. That'd be really awkward. But as a whole, she was alright. Nan was generally over the moon to see her. It was like the chronological, whatever it is, daughter's return. And like she cried and she was happy and all this. So Mum, my aunt and Nan went for an Indian Saturday night. Nan asked why I wasn't going, and the main reason behind that is that my two cousins, one would go to the meal, but the other one was holding a bit of a grudge because my nan didn't go to her wedding, which, you know, she couldn't get there without us. We were on holiday, not deliberately or anything, but she's really good at holding a grudge. So she wouldn't have gone even if we'd have paid her. Jem would have gone, but I don't think would have paid for herself. And then there's the due in like her partner and things like that. So they wanted it to just be the three of them, even though Mum was happy for H, John, I, and Dad to go. But it was fine. We thought, well, we'll get an Indian soon enough anyway. They went. They had a really nice time. They only went to the local, which is like literally down the road, but she can't walk very far. They didn't want to pay for like a taxi or anything, so it made sense. Then the Sunday was her actual birthday. That's when she actually turned 80, and there was people I just mentioned. So Dad, H, John, me, Mum, my aunt, her youngest daughter, who is the cousin you know of, Nan's sister, and then the sister's daughter with two of her kids. So there's quite a lot of people in a really tiny room. It was so warm, and I don't know how we didn't play. Literally, we had the windows right open, and it really wasn't doing anything. But we put on like a little spread, had some balloons going around. We took photos. I don't know if you saw any, because we've got quite a lot of like Nan and I as like when I was younger. Excuse me, I've just had lunch, but not that many of like us at the age we are now, which, you know, is quite sad, so we thought we'd better get some. And there's a really nice one, I love it. It's got Hayley, myself, Mum and Nan in it, so it's like our generation, and it's a really good photo. And I think my aunt got a bit jealous because obviously she couldn't have one of her kids and Nan, but so good. So it was a success, even though she won't admit it. She had a really good time. We had birthday cake, sung her songs, and generally just chat about stuff as if, like, just what you do when you don't see family, and you just kind of catch up, don't you? Almost like you do with like friends. So that was this Sunday. Monday was back to normal, so Mum was at work. The aunt left to go back home. Dad and I went to Carshalton Park at the squirrels, and I've been madly applying for jobs. and I'm down to the stage where I'm trying to just apply for anything and everything. So I've done some retail shops, I've applied to a coffee shop, I looked into estate agents, but you have to be able to drive, so that's not going to work. And I've applied for like interior juniors and architectural assistants, pretty much everything other than fast food chains been there. Not that I have a problem with their jobs, but I personally don't think I could do them. I'm not that committed. But it's just a waiting game at the moment. I've asked Mum again if she can try and get me in at work, even if it's just for a week, even 2 weeks. But literally, I'm just trying to clear my overdraft at the moment, and it's proven you were very, very right to not get one. It expires in September, and it's like D-Day all over again. So yeah, that was Monday. Tuesday, again, just applying for jobs and stuff, is very much a waiting game. So although I'm unemployed, it's been quite a busy couple of weeks, and like there's still so much coming up. I kind of think, oh my god, once I get a job, it's going to be non-stop. So on Tuesday evening, I met up with Jess, and she came to Sutton, and we went to Zizzi's, which is like a posher version of Pizza Express. We each had a pasta dish. I had a lasagna. I haven't had lasagna in such a long time. I think the last lasagna I had was like a ready meal, and you know they kind of do the job as a meal, but they don't taste real. They just taste like cardboard. But it was really nice to see her. The last time we saw each other, we reckoned it was Christmas time, which was yonks ago. Like we're closer to the coming Christmas than we are the one that's just gone. It was nice to see her. I finally gave her her birthday present. 3 months late. Better late than never. Nice to see her. Then Wednesday, we went to Portsmouth. We saw each other, and I got my work back. And also today in the post, I got sent a letter which confirmed my upper second class honours degree, 2-1 basically, however you say that in words. It's confirmed, it's in bold, it's on paper, and so now I'm overjoyed because it means they can't change it. So my certificate will say that. So get your mum and dad to keep an eye out, because your one will probably get sent home as opposed to Sam's. But yeah, it's exciting. I'm now fully happy and confident that it's set in stone. So yeah, which is really, really good. The work is currently just sitting propped up against my wall at the moment. I've yet to put it in, what do you call it, in the loft. I've got to do that, but I've got to put all the other A2 pages back in as well, which could take a while, because I don't really want to. And that was Wednesday. Then Thursday, Friday, England got kicked out of the Euros. We stunk really, really badly. I doubt you or Sam are watching. Iceland deserved to win, even though they got kicked out last night by France. So now I'm fully back in Wales, although again against Portugal, Germany and France, they don't really stand much of a chance. Who knew it? I'm a poet. I said that the wrong way around, no? Never mind. Oh, it's been a really long day. As I said, I've already tried this video twice, and I swear each time I'm just getting worse and worse at saying things, so I do apologise. So, what day were we on? Thursday? Friday, we went to the shop, and we all got new phones. So Mum got upgraded from a 4 to a 5S iPhone. 5S iPhone? Yeah. Dad got put on from a pay-as-you-go, you know the little LG like flippy keypad thing that I had. I gave it to him like 6-7 years ago now. But he wanted to go into a contract, and he wanted an iPhone because he can handle an iPad. So the theory is he should be able to handle an iPhone. I hope. I'm about to help him set up. Once I've done this and once I've uploaded it, I said I'd help him set up, like get his contacts in and stuff, and show him how to work it. But I think he'll be alright with it. He's pretty technoed up. He'll probably be better at this than I am. I went from now I'm back to movie making. I can show you. I went from this little Samsung, what is it, Samsung Ace 3 to this. I'm trying to put them side by side. There's quite a difference, isn't there? This one fits inside, you can't really see it very well, but fits inside the side of that one. It's ridiculous. Every time I look back at this one now, from this, I kind of think, oh, it's so tiny, how did I ever see things? But the new one is amazing. The camera is so good. Like the screen is so big, it's so nice. But it's really, really light, and at the moment it doesn't have a case. So I'm like cradling it most of the time with 2 hands. And if I ever walk anywhere, I don't put it in my pocket. I make sure it's in a bag or, again, cradled in my hand. And I'm treating it like a baby, basically. It's ridiculous. It'll get to like 5 months gone, and then it'll probably get scratched and whatever. But I try my hardest not to. It's brand new, apparently. It came out after the Galaxy 7, Galaxy S7, 7 Edge, whatever it's called. Because I tried to get that one, and she said that's just their kind of the one they promote the most. So it doesn't necessarily mean it's any good. It's just their brand that they're trying to sell. So she said that this one came in after the Galaxy, so it's technically newer. So I'm like, well, okay then, I'll take it. It didn't cost any more to get it, so I was like, well, as long as we're not paying any more, which we're not, which is good. So over the weekend, I went to Nan's on Saturday with Mum, and it was really quiet. It was the first time really, like, her party was the first time I went round there since she got rid of Charlie, and I noticed it and I got a bit upset, but because there were so many other people there, I kind of got distracted from it. Like, there was so much noise still, but when it was just the 3 of us, oh, it was strange. It was really, really quiet, and they'd be talking to each other and I'd just be sitting there thinking, he's not here to like play with. But as Mum keeps telling me, like, he's in a better place, like he's being looked after better. So I just gotta keep thinking a bit like that. So that was a bit depressing. But she did, however, offer me a job. She said, while I'm looking for work, would I be up for gardening a garden? Which sounds ridiculous. So because she's so old and she had the accident last year with her back, she's got Age Concern UK gardening for her like once a month or something, and she pays them like, it's either 30 quid an hour or 30 quid a month. I'm not sure which one it is, but he's like a bit of a con man, like he doesn't garden. But I'm not very plant, I don't know the difference between those plants, but show me a weed and a plant and I should be able to distinguish the two. There were so many weeds in this garden, like, I was like, he hasn't done anything, so why pay a stranger when she could pay me? I need the money, I'll do the work. Like, makes no sense. So I'm gonna give her a call, not tomorrow because Dad and I are gonna go out, but the next day and try and do it. My 30 quid. Yeah, so that was Saturday. Yesterday I met up with Becca, who haven't seen since Easter, so it wasn't as long as Jess, but it's been 4 weeks now, 5 weeks maybe, since I've been back from uni and I hadn't met up with her. She's a bit disgruntled. So we went to the park, we went browsing in the shop, she needed a new outfit for work. We got lunch together, had a good old catch up, it was well deserved. It was nice to see her. And now that I'm back for good, like, it'll be a lot easier to meet up with the both of them. Obviously once I get work as well though, like, I have to factor that in. It should be fine. I just need work first. It means I can't really do anything with them, like other than sit in the park or us around my house. That's about it. So that's everything that has happened. What's going to happen? This Friday, 2 things. Ollie's single from his 5th album is coming out, which I'm dead excited about because his stuff is no longer on like the radio or anything anymore. So I have to kind of go out of my way to listen to it, which sounds, you know, it shouldn't sound strange, but I don't really play my iPod much. Um, so I can't wait to hear his new stuff. He's been really quiet about it as well, really secretive. So I'm sure it's good. I hope it's good. Also on Friday, I'm going to Haley's house. We're going to have a Chinese and a film night while John is at a concert. So then when he comes back, it'll be about midnight-ish. I'm staying over that night with them. Then on Saturday, the three of us are going to go and see my dad's brother, his wife and their kids, our cousins. And we're going to go for a meal. And I honestly can't remember the last time I saw them. I thought it was Christmas, but it can't have been because I turned 21. So I think it was like longer ago than that. So maybe summer, maybe over like 2 years, I don't know. I really can't remember. And they weren't all there last time as well. Like one of the cousins was missing. Not missing, like we knew where she was, but she just wasn't at the thing. So it'd be nice to see them. They're about Haley's age. So yeah, that's happening on Saturday. Then the week following that, graduation is on the Wednesday. Coming around so quickly, it's like 9 days, maybe more. I don't know. I can't count. It's not very long. I need to practice wearing in my heels soon. I'm definitely going to wear the heels. Personally, because I don't have any flats, and I know I can walk in them. I just need to make sure I don't get blisters from them, which is why I want to walk in them. Sorry, I think just got closed. Yeah, so heels, dress, bag. I'm not going to take a jacket or anything. I think it'll be too warm. What else? Then that Friday after graduation, so we're coming back Wednesday evening. So I think we're leaving Portsmouth at like 6 o'clock or something like that. And we'll be back by 11 definitely. Then that Friday, I've got a 21st birthday party that I'm going to. It's a masquerade theme. So I want to check with the guy who invited us, whether it means like proper ball gown, suit and tie type thing, or whether we can just get away with a mask and like a smart top. Because I've got a dress. It's going to look a bit odd if we turn up and everybody else is so casual and just having a mask on. But it should be really fun. She's also a really long friend of mine. Met in year 7. She was the first like best friend I made in year 7 because I knew Jess before, but then we got split into different houses. So she was like the first friend I made in high school. So I'm excited to see her. I haven't seen her in ages. My hair is such a state. I do apologise. Then Saturday following that is my graduation meal. That is combo with Mum's birthday meal. So we're going to go for an Indian, and then her birthday is on the Monday, so she's got all the days off in between graduation and her birthday because she's got so much holiday to take, which will be nice to spend some time together. And then at the end of July, at some point, I don't know the actual date for this one, Haley, Mum and I are going to go and see Aladdin the musical in the West End, and we're so excited. I've seen posters like on bus stops and the what's it called, the trailer on TV and things. Seen reviews, road reviews, and I can't wait. It's going to be amazing. So actually, when Haley and I go, when I go to hers this coming Friday, those are the films we're going to watch. We're going to watch the Aladdin trilogy because although we know the story like back to front, and we could like do a kind of reenactment of it, it's just nice to watch. It's Disney related, and we love the film so much. It's in our top. It's Haley's favourite, and it's in my top 5. So yeah, definitely. And speaking of Disney, I told you I was reading it. I finished it. His biography or autobiography. I'm not sure which one it is. Biography. Is really really good. He worked so hard. He deserved like he deserved the amount of success he got in the end. He worked for it. I think if I couldn't have a family. It sounds really creepy, and Jess and I do it sometimes. But if you couldn't bring a family member back from the dead, and you could bring a famous person instead, who would you bring? That's the question I want you to answer in your next video. Mine would be Walt Disney, because I think he would be such an amazing man to meet. Like, imagine that, having a selfie with Disney. It'd be incredible. Like, I've had the photo with the statue. It's not the same, is it? So yeah, I finished that now, and I'm starting one of my Jill Mansell books. It's a new one. That's one of the things that's quite nice at the moment, because although I'm job hunting, I do still have quite a lot of free time, because obviously I can't really do anything until one of them replies back to me. So I'm getting a lot of time to like watch films, catch up with, like Baby Daddy, Once Upon a Time, and reading books and stuff, and watching things with Dad. So it is nice to have that free time, because I know once I start work, I'll have the evenings and the weekends, but I'll probably be a bit too tired to do anything too much, if that makes sense. And so one film I did rewatch last night, I have already seen it, is The Fifth Wave, which I watched with you. I know I did. And I love it as a film. It's really good. And I googled it just because I was a bit curious about like the author, and I've seen the book advertised in certain shops. And even though I've watched the film first, I do quite want to read the book. And so that got me searching for how much I could get the book for cheaply. And I found out that it is part of a trilogy set. Yeah. So there's 3 books available to read and 1 film at the moment available to watch. So my plan is, once I have money, to buy the 3 books, read the 3 books, and by that point the next film should come out. Because I don't want to give spoilers away or anything, and I know you've seen it. But I think one of the characters is not dead. There we go. Because I think she left the scene thinking he was. I don't think he is. Which explains why there's more. I think that's my theory. So yeah, so I was going to tell you all of this morning. It is now, I started recording this morning at, I think it was 9:30, right? It is now 2 minutes past 2. So I tried at 9:30. I think I rambled for half an hour, and then realised there was no sound, so tried to fix it. That obviously didn't work. So then I rambled for like another 20 minutes on my phone, until my phone then was like, oh no, sorry, we can't have that much space on this phone for that video. So I was like, right, okay. So then I was fiddling around with that. But I then had to leave it all because I had an eye optician appointment, which I couldn't be late for. So I'm only just getting around to doing it, because when I came back in I had to have lunch. And things like that. Good news is though, I don't need glasses. My eyes are good. I only got these last year, which is quite scary because they're a bit scratched and a little bit dented and stuff. Well, not dented, but they're a bit scratched, like right here. I think I fell over, flattened my face once. Well, I did. It's not, I think, I did. And that's how that happened, which is a really painful reminder that it did happen. But never mind, I didn't have to pay for glasses, which is good. So I think I've told you everything now, and hopefully this is the first time you will hear it, even though it is my 3rd time of saying it. I can't think of anything else to say other than during my first video, I think when I attempted this one, my dad shouted up to me saying that Farage has resigned, which, I don't know, I'm getting quite fed up with the politics of this world, to be honest. Like, just move. I will someday. Pipe dream, you know. But yeah, okay. I genuinely can't think of anything else. I've said everything. Looking around to make sure there's nothing else. I don't think so. Oh, my dolls. You know my animated collection? At the moment they're all lying down in my unit that I had at uni. because they were all standing up by themselves, and at night when I wasn't here, one fell down and it woke my mum and dad up, and they were like, "What is making that noise?" Um, and then the next morning they came around every room to check what it was, and one doll was on the floor. So my dad, he's so funny, he said it was like something out of Toy Story where the owners go away and then the toys come to life. Which then spooked the hell out of my aunt, because she was like, "I can't sleep with all those eyes watching." I was just like, "Well, get a hotel then." But I bought a stand for one of them to test it. It was like 122 off eBay. And she's standing. She's been standing now for 2 days and 2 nights, which is really good. So it means that I can buy all the other stands as well, and then they can all stand up, which is obviously what I wanted them to do in the first place. So yeah, that's exciting. There's nothing else to tell you. I think I've run out of things to say, but I haven't run out. I've done what I've meant to, because I'm now on the exact same time that my first video ran to. I've been watching Tom Fletcher's YouTube video. His book looks really good. I may have to buy it and read it. Yeah, that's it. So say hi to Sam for me. I hope work's going okay, and I will see you in, let's see how long it is. It's like 7, 8, 9 days for graduation. So I will see you then. Have a good week and a bit, and upload when you can.